Welcome everyone to video number 3. Today's plant for plant health and well-being is
Oregano.
Well done. So,
and my dogs are gone.
We're just going to have to put up with them at the moment. You're going to see why very shortly. These dogs drive me crazy. But anyway.
So I'm going to start with oregano before they go berserk, the ones. So oregano in my world is actually penicillin. The chemistry made up is the same as penicillin in the plant. So it's and oregano is actually antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal as well.
And anti-inflammatory,
and
so you said.
Anti-inflammatory, yes. So it is. What I've also done, I had a client come to me once and asked about their child was doing martial arts and they wanted to know how to get rid of warts because they walk around barefoot. So what you do is you get a drop of oregano and just pop it with a cotton bud and pop it onto the wart every night for about 7 days and the wart falls off. There you
That's
go.
incredible.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So they were rather one. But on the emotional side of it, oregano is the oil of non-attachment. So it cuts through the fluff of life and teaches us just how to do it.
Get to the job.
Get to the job, to get through it, and to work through it. It's also non-attachment. So if you're attached to something, oregano is really, really good. I had one case where a little boy was attached to his mum going into class and was crying and didn't want to let go of mum. And when we did the Zyto scan, for him, we scanned him and the first oil was oregano. For a 6-year-old, that's a pretty hot oil. And I thought, but it was due to the non-attachment. We made the rollerball up with him and the following week.
So the rollerball, does that get into a carrier oil?
Yes, so we put a couple of drops in a rollerball, add the carrier oil, and they roll it onto their pulse points to get into their skin and into their blood system. And within a couple of weeks, he was going to class with no problems at all, no tears. Mum was happy, child was happy, teacher was happy. So there you go.
Very good.
So tell me about your side of the story.
Okay, well, it's probably one of my favourite herbs for a variety of reasons. Obviously, the culinary side of it is upmost and foremost. And for me, it's Greek oregano. I'm not sure that I've got the actual Greek oregano I would really like. It's hard to get. There are about 7 or 8 varieties. There's actually a gold one that's kind of sweet, and it's also a cousin of marjoram. So, but it's a pretty versatile shrub because it's perennial. So you don't have to keep putting it in year after year, but it sort of only lasts about 3 or 4 years. So it doesn't hurt during the course of you growing it to take some cuttings, and it's really easy to strike. And as you can see here, whilst it's a pretty hot day here when we're filming, it's 41 at the moment. So, but you can see where the roots have touched the soil just beneath the node, and it's set roots. So all you need to do is just cut it off, pop it into a small pot of some potting mix and maybe some 50-50 compost if you've got it. You don't need to put it in a seed raising mix or a propagating mix. It's already got roots on it. So you do that. And bear in mind that growing it in pots also gives you a great companion plant. You can actually set the pot next to the problem. So it could be, near something that's getting attacked by cabbage white butterfly or cabbage white moth. It tends to repel those, which is kind of good. The other thing too is that it's one of those herbs that intensifies in flavour the aromats. And the volatile oils get pushed up to the buds. It's got a tiny flower. It's not very attractive to insects, but they get attracted to the scent. So rather than dry the leaves, you're better off to wait until they start to form flower buds. And what I do is I cut the flower buds off. Even if it's got flowers on it, it's okay. And you've still got that really high oil content up the top. Obviously, when the manufacturer that you use, doTERRA, I would say they probably extract it from the buds. They would get more volatile oil. So, and of course, growing it nutrient densely actually even gives you more flavonoids. That's one of those terms you'll hear me use occasionally, which is one of the amino acids and enzymes that are created by growing something nutriently dense By that I mean, you know, making sure that you're composting your soil often. But cutting off the buds, I just simply tie them in a bunch, slip the paper bag over them, put a lacquer band around the bottom of them, and I just sit them in the fruit bowl. And as you can see, they dry nicely, very easily. And all you need to do then is tip them upside down, give them a scrunch, and all that wonderful flavour falls out over the top of the dish that you want to use. It's a small growing rockery type shrub, drought tolerant, and it's not fussy about where it grows. It'll grow in morning sun or hot afternoon sun. So, and being drought tolerant, if you've got a couple of spots in the garden somewhere west or northwest facing that sort of doesn't want to grow much, maybe give these guys a go. I mentioned before there's a golden coloured one, and it's nearly like a carpet. It's a bit like thyme. You could just about grow that and walk on the top of it if you wanted to. Good round landscapes that are looking for, you know, a bit of greenery around paving and so forth, stepping stones and the like. Of course, the more you cut it back, the more it grows, which is kind of good.
Can I just butt in? The first time Craig did one of those, I thought, oh, beautiful. He's giving me flowers, and this is what I got. But in our fruit bowl or on our table, we don't only have one of these.
Oh no, we've got heaps.
Yeah.
So as they continually flower, and the more you cut them back, the more the plant tries to flower.
Okay.
So of course you actually get more of it. So, and you'll notice that we've got some that are white flowering and some that are pink and mauve. So we've got 3 different varieties here that are all been earmarked as Greek, but I'm guessing that there's a sort of a slight difference, obviously because of the flowers. Yet they're all labelled as Greek oregano. So, as I say, it's one of those great versatile herbs that are easy to grow. So, but remember, make sure you grow some in pots. It's a great herb to grow. So
I think George maybe likes it.
Yeah, well, I think our little mate Buster, he likes to lay in it.
Yes, he's not in favour of the month at the moment.
Well, no, it keeps running through my garden. So anyway, he's a puppy after all at this stage. So you do an oils thing on a Tuesday night.
Yes, on a Tuesday night, we do an oil class every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock on Facebook Live in Kerry Castree Wellness. So you're more than welcome to pop in. You just get to listen to me.
What time? 7 o'clock?
8 o'clock Melbourne time.
8 o'clock. There you go.
Melbourne time at 8 o'clock. Every Tuesday night there's an oil class. So there you go.
Yeah, and of course websites to look out for. Of course, kerrycastree.com.au. If you're looking to buy some oils, that's where to go. craigcastree.com.au and of course powertochoose.com.au. That's it from us until next week, and of course George and Buster, who have been reasonably well behaved.
Buster's trying to pull it.
I know. Yeah. Well, all the best. Bye for now.
Bye.